Small flow we go come to say all go match them nicely. Okay. And so far, okay. Everything they look okay. Mm, yeah. Basically, for this design, what we're looking at was we wanted to take advantage of the view, right? And you can see the whole panoramic view. See how even the birds are, or you have hawks and crows. And I don't know why today they are so concentrated around this side, but yeah, that's how it's looking. Yeah, so we had a neighbor here, and the neighbor is on 3 levels. For slopes, again, as I mentioned, sometimes you just end up having a basement, whether you like it or not. So he's got a basement, ground first, and then a rooftop slab here. So I think also enjoy the view up here. But we didn't want our building to sort of be blocked off by him or this neighbor that's going to come. So this is our ground level. We have a basement level below. The idea was that um, when you look at it, this is where you're going to have development, right? But for this side, the development goes along the slope and it's a steeper slope. So to get your panoramic, you want it to sort of have an open, unobstructed um, layout that can capture all the sides. So most of this side is outdoor terrace decking, right? The pool, infinity edge. The land is 4 plots, right? And we built on this end of the land so that we can have that clearance to have greenery and all. Um, the reason why we didn't take it there is because the land slopes a lot there, meaning we'll be at a lower point. So this is the lowest point, that's the highest point of the land. Now putting the house more towards this right end would have meant that the building would have sat lower or would have had to do a lot of land um, work and groundwork to sort of give it an elevated level. So we moved the whole building towards the highest point and picked that level from there and created the whole design. So on this level, you realize you are elevated beyond your neighbors here. If this guy builds regardless, we'll still be high enough to enjoy the clear view that is here. So we concentrated the view more towards the side, but again on the upper level you get a full 180 panoramic, almost 270 even to this end. So yeah, I mean, basically what led the design was the direction of the slope of the land, as it's not even sloping in one direction, sloping in two. It goes diagonally towards this side. So the natural drain, trying to make sure that a lot of water is not coming towards the build, right? So we get water here, we just direct it. And then most of the landscaping, greenery, fruit trees, everything is more concentrated in the direction of where the water is going to be. So all the roots and all that are going to hold the ground firm. And we didn't want to have loose ground there. So we'll create all that, stabilize that area, and then again, as you see the natural flow, everything will work in our favor in that direction. But yeah, outdoor terrace, outdoor space, idea is to come and just family time. The whole family is around, sunken seating to accommodate large number. The pool here also easy flow like that. You have outdoor sitting areas all around. Kitchen towards the side that flows onto the deck, flows onto an outdoor area also. The out kitchen bit. Ideally, we have a connection from here to there, but by the time we finish working out the land and getting the levels, we'll see how we'll go about that. But generally, this is kitchen space. So coming here, looking at the kitchen, you still get this panoramic view, which is beautiful, and it links with the storage and all that. Um, with our designs, you don't really know where the front is or where the back is or where the side is. We just work according to what makes sense and what will give the unique direction based on what the team agrees to. So yeah, that connection is there. Here brings you onto outdoor space, which also connects here. But generally, you can come from this side like that, and then watch your step, and then you are more into like the dining space and lounge space is interchangeable based on how the clients would like to go about it. But ideally, you can have the dining space here. And I can just go onto the terrace for the alfresco dining, and we have a lounge space here that also has a nice garden view that we're going to curate in the back here. We have a bedroom suite here, also another bedroom suite here. Now, the idea again, as I say, when you're designing on slopes, it's either you have to spread the house along the view, right, so that you get every room to have a view, or you sacrifice. Now you see that the rooms have views, but they are angular views towards the city, not direct views, mainly because again we are not going to compromise on the family social spaces um, just to have a bedroom view, right? And we also didn't want to spread the house so wide that then we have very long corridors. That's stressful to walk through. So yeah, so the living room is from this wall, and you see the reason is some of like half of the house is sitting on grid and half is suspended. So the living room is from this grid to that end. Basically, all here is internal space due to that angle, and then here is external space. So there's a lot of outdoor space relative to indoor space. They're almost 50-50, same ratio, right? So here is going to be glassed off, right? So you get clear views in and out, and you can see from the pool side. You can even sit here and get a view to the garden area and a view to the city. So you're never short of views from every corner you want. Create some bit of privacy also for the rooms. And as I said, you get angular views. So this room, for instance, since we push the build towards the side, from here, you're going to get angular views to the city through this area. This is going to be a media wall. We're going to have angular views this way, and then also from this end. If you come here, you see. So the idea is, since we're going to have this as an access road, people coming into this end or that end, we have some retainer shell walls here, and that will also hold like the whole cantilever system happening here. But they also create some privacy for the room and also create a private terrace for this area, right? So you're not directly linked to outside. There's a buffer between the room and then the outdoors, right? So here we work on the landscape, have some floating steps here and there, which will bring you through um, this side. Or no, but ideally I supposed to come from this side. So we work on the levels here, but ideally this is where we're supposed to have access from this end. So I'm supposed to come in from this end towards the living glazing, and then you be take time, watch your step, and we'll be on the terrace level. So you can come directly towards the terrace living room level, or you come in from the other end. But basically, yeah, as you can see, clear views. No matter how much development happens there, since it's on the steep slope, we'll still have our views. And mind you, this is just the ground floor. So the first floor is going to be higher, and you're literally going to be on the level, mid level of the tree, sort of where the branches. You'll be seeing that whole view. Please watch your step. Come this way. You're not looking on the floor. Come this way. Yeah. So that's the idea. We're going to have a beautiful staircase here. It's going to be cinematic when you look at it this way, curving all the way there to the landing, have some double volume so that you can see the second level also, and then have a connection between the ground floor and the first floor, and have a connection between the indoors and the outdoors. So basically, the house is going to just be interlinked nicely like that, and you won't feel like you're away from everything happening when you're in a space. For instance, if you're in the kitchen, I'm in the living room, I can see you cooking and all. We can have some interaction visually, right? And even if we have the sliders opened, we can literally talk to each other from there, and you don't feel like you are in the kitchen and I'm in the living room or something. But there's a connection, dining connection, lounge space connection. Upstairs, we have a connection to the family area, so you can see what is going on in the whole space from every room. But yeah, so far so good. We are going 2 levels, this one and the next one. So this one is for family areas. Next one is for sleeping areas, more private. And then upstairs, apart from one room, I think everybody gets the view. But yeah, I think it's a really nice house. So far, the upstairs doesn't extend all the way; extends up to this end. So you see, it is like a podium design sort of, where the top is lighter and the bottom looks heavier. Just breaks the focus of it's looking like a stacked story of blocks. Wow, I like it so far, and I think the engineers like it. Everybody likes it, and we can't wait to see how it looks like. Yeah, I think basically it's the levels, the views, and then the style of it. The style of it, we went a bit organic with this one, but you have to wait to see. But went a bit organic with some curves here and there, made it very seamless in terms of how the flow goes. Look at so far, again, everyone likes it. I can only like it fully when it comes up, but I think progress is progress, and we're moving. We're moving. Hopefully by end of month, next month, here will be cast, and then we can walk over this properly for you to see the size and then the ease of flow in it. But yeah, everybody's doing their best on it. We're good. I think one of my favorite spots is this side, the garden. I think it to be really beautiful. The fact that you can see it all the way from the deck all the way to that end, it's quite lovely. It's quite lovely. But yeah, let's see how it goes when it's built. Then we can all appreciate it.